Hey there, thanks for watching this video. If you want to help make more of it, follow the call to action. I'll see you on the other side. And welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Let's Play Secret World Legends. As always, I am your host, J Square John Jeremy, and as you can see here, we're redoing the mission That'll Leave a Mark, and we're leading the injured man to safety. We have now an extra 2 minutes here, because I was a bit faster on the uptake and didn't realize he could actually run a little bit, so hopefully, once we get him actually inside of the sheriff's office, we'll be able to call this a successful mission. Hopefully. Please, please end the mission. I do not want to do this a third time. That'd be swell. He's in. Hooray! Excellent! You're still in Kingsmouth and managing to stay alive. Keep up the tolerable results. Ugh. Don't get all pissy just because a girl's got to control V every now and then. You are a unique and beautiful snowflake, etc. Do something really special and you'll know just how warm and fuzzy my personalized responses can get. Fun fact, you are not my only agent and I respond to over 1,000 reports a day. What can we take out of all this? Things need to get done. KG. Alright, so we get a talisman reward bag and we get some XP and some anima. Our reward bag was a faded medallion, which gives us, actually it's worse off than what we currently have right now, so cool. I did get this as my daily login, Pure Anima, which increases my max health, attack rating, and heal rating for 30 minutes. Remember, we also ended last episode getting an extra weapon here. So welcome to the sheriff's office here in Kingsmouth. We've got a couple people here we need to interact with. One, Helen Bannerman, and then Dr. Bannerman are both here.
Heck if I know where you folks keep coming from, but anyone who walks through that door alive pretty much gets my amnesty. Something in your past colors you sourly to a badge, I'd ask you to call it quits in return. We agreeable? Well then, I'm Sheriff Bannerman, and this down-home little state of emergency is what's left of my jurisdiction. Sure, we tried to hold as much of the town as we could at first, more out of nostalgia than any civil defense plan. I won't tell you Kingsmouth was a slice of heaven in a snow globe, but it was ours. Now it ain't. There was always something running under in this town. Maybe what's spilled out now. If that's how it works, I couldn't say hand on heart we didn't have it coming. But that fog, and the things in it, they didn't pick and choose when they came in. Most folks didn't stand a chance. Now, I can see you're armed. I won't kick up any fuss about that. Straight truth is, you'll need to be. Just don't go thinking that means you're deputized as such. Heaven knows if there was ever a time and a place for the right to bear 'em, you're looking at it. Henry has his word of God, that Roger woman has her crystal ball, and Norma out on the point's got a 12 gauge. My money's on Norma.
Now, dearie, you're tracking mud right into the yard. Can't have that. Good to know. Alright, so we now need to complete the mission Horror Show for Helen Bannerman. Let's see what the sheriff has in store for us here. How you doing, Helen? Sheriff Bannerman believes that mounting surveillance equipment near the police station can provide advance warning of any impending attacks. She needs help to find useful equipment around town. Even a small town like Kingsmouth should have some security measures. Perhaps some of the local businesses have installed surveillance systems. Check the phone book for likely candidates.
Well, sure wasn't in our yearly budget to put the town under martial law. No, the good old boys on the council were all about thrifty spending, at least above the table. So I squirreled away where I could for some surveillance equipment. Police business, sure, let's call it civic awareness. I'm talking your webcams, your motion sensors. Oh, don't look so surprised. Kingsmouth might be out in the sticks, but we have electricity and everything. Running water in tourist season. Come back when this whole damn mess is blown over, I'll give you the tour far as the old lighthouse. But, to get to the point of it, seems to me we should bring that gear out of mothballs and get it hooked up around town. Gives me some early warning and the others a break from my collection of Jeopardy reruns.
You would think that people would be more concerned about the fact that there's, a zombie apocalypse currently going on. So sabotage missions have a stealth gameplay focus. These missions reward evading enemies and avoiding discovery, which is what this mission is. Before we do it, let's talk a little bit more to Helen here. Tell me more about yourself, Helen. How did you become sheriff here in this town?
Well, I don't mind telling you, this makes no damn sense to me. And I hate to be the one drawing a blank on Final Jeopardy. But right now, folks just need me to look like I got all the answers. The questions, they come later, along with the grieving. Then, after a little time, folks will lose their hankering for the questions. Fact is, a few of them in high places get downright evasive about it.
Interesting way of thinking about it.
I never do quit. It's a bad habit. I'm just a sheriff after all, not some forensic detective like on that CSI. Thought I had it the worst when the Ravens came around years ago. Was an ugly time for Kingsmouth. Not the kind that makes it to the news. The kind we keep inside.
Ravens? What do you mean, ravens?
Now, I see those Ravens are all back in town. They with you? Or should I bring them in for questioning?
Not sure what you mean, but okay. Tell me more about Solomon Island.
If you're planning on striking out of town, Kingsmouth hospitality dictates I gotta set you right. And I need you to keep this on the down low. But there's worse out there than our undead problem. Worse than anything that shuffles along on two legs, that's for sure. I'm about as pleased as can be that I didn't catch a better look. Could be the kind of thing that gives a nightmare nightmares.
So she's used to the idea of zombies. That's a bit awkward.
You want to stay in the light. Keep out of the trees, out of the fog. We got a few folks left holding out across the island. Well, that was last time I could check, and I'm an optimist. Pays to see the donut, not the hole. Red's Shack at Tolba Bay, the Innsmouth Academy, the Wabanaki Indian Grounds. They should still be safe. Could be the others like you, that wolf fella, have set up camp out there. Toasting marshmallows and such. And steer clear of the pumpkin patch, eh? Just a feeling.
All right, no pumpkins.
Guess you could say I got lucky. Around the time this mess kicked off, I was up at the old lighthouse checking in on Sam Krieg, Maine's best-selling export. Oh sure, we do that fancy book learning around these parts too. Never much cared for horror stories or the man himself. Waving a rifle around in a dressing gown, juiced up, heck of a disturbance of the peace. Well, turns out that was the last of the piece.
Is that supposed to be a Stephen King reference?
I gotta write this down, Sheriff. This is goddamn manna from heaven, he says to me when the fog let go. I left him magnuming that opus and hightailed it back to town. Tried to bring Ellie Franklin with me, but Kingdom Coming couldn't pry her from that mansion. Real monster house in the West Island. You can't miss it. I'd appreciate you letting them know we're still here, for when they're done playing survivalists.
What do you know about the secret world there?
You sure you want to be talking to me about all this stuff? I mean, I'm probably flattered that you think I'm in on it all. Truth is, I'm always the last to be invited to the midnight meetings at Town Hall. Reckon I must be all thumbs when it comes to secret handshakes.
You know enough.
I know this island's cut from a different cloth. A damn weird cloth. Sure as there's a difference between being homely and being plain stupid. Take it from me, no one around these parts is a dope. Not all the time. Everybody knows, or knows someone who knows. Salem's got nothing on us. We had an episode with torches and pitchforks only 25 years ago now. But my job, I gotta do it wearing this police jacket. Not a robe and a wizard hat.
Fair enough. Good to learn more about good old sheriff here. What's this? Glowing note. Helen, I'm not leaving my home. I will be fine. I've raised 3 boys, and if they couldn't break me, then nothing can. You're always welcome to visit. Wouldn't say no to the company. Just bring your gun, and some extra shells if you can spare any. Not saying it's lonely, but without Larry or the boys, there ain't much talking in the house. Just my 12 gauge and the dead, and they don't talk back. Send someone to check on Norma, 5 Po Cove. You can hack a computer terminal here. Probably don't want to do that when sheriff's right there.
We'll still be here, keeping Kingsmouth on the map.
What about you, Dr. Bannerman? What can you tell me about the Lady Margaret?
The Lady Margaret was a traumatic experience for everyone on board. They were changed men when they came back. I visited with all of them in the days following their return.
I'm not sure exactly what this is, but okay. Continue.
In my office, there are detailed transcripts of our sessions. I'm afraid it all happened so fast that day there was no time to pack. I hope they may shed some light on what happened out there.
All right. Once again, not really sure about what's going on with that. I guess I will try. Oh, okay. Solomon Island Law Enforcement, select inquiry. Suspect database. Nathan Atherton, Bill Dexter, Dave Gardner, Che Garcia Hansen. Let's take a look at Nathan. Number 2006-16, sentenced to 13 years prison. Subject, rape of tourist by Nathan Atherton. Multiple reports of harassment and eyewitness reports led to apprehension of suspect for the rape of name of minor redacted. Ooh. Send Deputy Gardner home for the evening. I'm concerned for safety of the prisoner if I leave him alone with Andy. Still, I hope they throw the book at this scumbag. So, probably then the minor, either son or daughter of Deputy Gardner, if they had to send him home. Or her home. No, him. Alright. Back to database. Bill Dexter. Number 1998-104. Overnight observation. Multiple alcohol-related misdemeanors of Bill Dexter. Multiple counts of drunk driving, public exposure, and creating a public nuisance. Multiple warnings filed. All officers have been very lenient, but this behavior can no longer be tolerated. I wonder if you know the guy. Dave Gardner. Oh, is it the same guy? 1989-197. Subject, reported animal cruelty by Dave Gardner. An eyewitness reported suspect throwing a mewling sack into the bay behind Jack and Wendy's bed and breakfast in Journey's End. Witness not willing to testify. Warning filed. Oh. And finally, Che Garcia Hansen. 2011-101, warning only. Subject, multiple noise complaints from local residents. Subject was verbally aggressive but physically passive, was not impressed by the small-mindedness of local residents, but agreed to bow to the man. Alright. Any other commands we can do here? We can type in help and find out. As soon as there we go. Input commands at the bottom of the screen. If the entry is a number beside it, type the number to view the entry. Got it. Okay. So that's about it. That's all we can do there.
Well, hey!
Hi there. Another player here. Hello. Go through this door. Nope. There's a phone book. Okay. Retrieve the camera from the Sy-Coil gas station. So there's 3 circles here. Sy-Coil gas station at 1 Belmont Ave. Franklin Foundation Mining Museum at 3 Belmont Ave. And then Kingsmouth Savings and Loan at 14 Lovecraft Lane. Okay. Still need to talk to Andy. Whoop. Hi there. Patron benefit thing just popped up out of nowhere. Cool story, bro. We go up these stairs here, maybe? Hello. Sandy Moose Jansen. Tell me about yourself there, Sandy.
There's nothing like the confines of a cubicle or a packed subway to give a man perspective. I was so caught up in the grind of office politics and the endless hunt for affirmation and money, I didn't realize I was getting sick. Friend, I was no more lithe than those things out there, and a sight less mobile. The disease that grew inside me was as black as theirs.
Oh. Kind of, slowly withering due to capitalism then?
Freedom lies in being bold, said Robert Frost. So, I boldly quit my job and traded my rent control department on Christopher Street for a vintage Harley and an old poncho. Found my salvation in the open road, and I haven't looked back since.
See, I'd like that, but no internet. No air conditioning. It's kind of a thing for me. Kind of need those things. Tell me more about the fog.
Travel in the open country, you learn to be prepared for whatever the land throws your way. Faced with the elements, you gain a new appreciation and respect for nature. You come to accept how small and insignificant you truly are. Nature is neither good or evil. It just is.
Cool. Didn't ask you about nature, though. I asked you about the fog.
But there's nothing natural about the storm that rolled in on Solomon Island, or the fog that followed. It was evil in that fog, whispering to everyone in its path. The townsfolk followed the fog back into the sea, as if possessed. It was Deputy Gardner, Andy, saved my life. He grabbed hold of me when the fog got into my head, tied a rope around us both, kept walking the other way. It was like the whispers didn't get to him. When I finally got my wits back, the fog had rolled back out again to where it is now. We shook hands, and we started looking for survivors and building this fortress.
Oh. So, like, mind control fog, then?
That man saved my life, selflessly, and I love him for it. I'd go to the ends of the world and back for Andy. I don't think I'll ever win him over, though.
Oh? Potential relationship here between Sandy and Andy? Moose, what can you tell me about the secret world?
Living on the razor's edge of society, your eyes open up to the possibility that there's something more to this world. Something most people are too blind or too preoccupied to notice, even if it's right under their noses, and has been all along. I only noticed small things at first. Roads that appeared and disappeared, folks who traveled by way of gates drawn in chalk on brick walls, houses bigger on the inside than on the outside, magic trinkets sold at yard sales, street shamans capable of taking out the cancer inside you.
Those are all pretty important things. Things you would notice. Just saying.
But it wasn't until I found myself face to face with werewolves in New Orleans that I realized there's a secret war going on. After that, I couldn't escape it. I saw signs and sigils everywhere.
Werewolves, huh? Werewolves were your breaking point?
I'd met recruiters for the Templars, Illuminati, and the Dragon. They all seemed to think I'd make a useful operative. I tell them I take no sides, that I'd be little use to them. But the United Against Darkness thing I can get behind. We're all in this together, and we've all got work to do.
Well, that's a side, though. A side against darkness.
Andy and Helen, Deputy Gardner, Sheriff Bannerman, they're the reason I stayed behind when I could have just gone. I know the secret roads. I know how to ride out of here, to places the fog can't touch.
Then why didn't you?
But folks like them and the rest of the survivors here in Kingsmouth deserve better. I'm not putting you on the spot here, friend. I know you got other places to be, other wars to fight. Which is why it's doubly important I stay behind. There's an honesty and an innocence to these people, and they genuinely know and care about one another.
Seems like it.
Of course, I can't claim total selflessness. My heart's gone soft for Andy. And even if he'll never feel the same way for me, as long as this heart's beating, I won't let any harm come to him.
Yep. Definitely the, at least one-sided feelings of affection. Sheriff's office.
I've spent the better part of 2 decades on the road, my friend. And I've learned that there's not a loose bolt these hands can't tighten, not a broken transmission they cannot fix. You give me a handful of nails and some wood, and I'll build you a house. When the undead came marching up Main Street just a day or 2 after the fog pulled back, we did our best to prepare for the worst. Andy and me, with the help of the rest of the good folk here, built ourselves something better than a house. We built a castle.
Wouldn't necessarily call this a castle here, Moose.
It won't hold forever. But as long as we're breathing, as long as we believe in salvation, with or without help from the likes of you, We will walk tall and stand firm.
What do you mean the likes of me? I don't like your tone there, Moose. You know what? I'm gonna go tell Andy you said that.
Goodbye, friend.
I'll go tell him right now. Deputy Andy, how you doing?
Hey,
Let's see, view mission. Do we click on this? Give him the bullets? Maybe? Bullets for Andy. Hold on. Place the ammo in the ammo box. There you go. You got your bullets, Andy. Your field report has been received and is currently being analyzed and evaluated. Thank you for your contribution. We will contact you if more information is needed. A reward and cash bonus has been credited to your account. And we get a talisman reward bag. Which is... another medallion. The same one we just got. Elm Street Blues. Deputy Andy Gardner is afraid the town will be completely overrun by monsters unless someone steps up and helps contain the undead invasion of Kingsmouth. Tier 1. Zombies are constantly pushing against the defenses put up around the sheriff's office. Kill them. This mission requires you have completed a horror show. Got it, so we can't actually do that mission. Instead, tell me about yourself there, Andy.
I wanted to be a police officer since as far back as I can think. I had a lot of time to myself growing up. Yeah. I watched all the cars. It spooked the heck out of me. And I figured I was fresh out of scares.
Trying to actually get a look at this guy this time. Except now I put on my my magic shield. Go away, magic shield. There you go. Nope. Maybe. Maybe. Trying to get in position to see Andy's face as he talks. That's gonna be a negative. Oh, maybe this way? That's about as best as I can do.
So that was my goal, plain and simple. I was single-minded about it. You ask anyone, and they'll say, "Hey, yeah, that Andy, he sure is single-minded."
Okay.
Now, I wasn't what you'd call a straight-A student, but I got there. I got there. And when Sheriff Bannerman swore me on as deputy, gave me my badge, I'd been up all night ironing this shirt. It was crisper than you'd believe. Well, that day I was just as happy as a clam at high tide.
Tell me more about Kingsmouth Town here, Andy.
Sure chokes me up seeing Main Street all done up in buntings and so empty. The kids love that Halloween parade, you know? Then they'd all bus on up Bangor way for the haunted hay rides, ever since our local amusement park closed down. There were troubles. It was before my time. Still, what town doesn't have a little trouble? With cultists? There was that repeat killer, I wouldn't say serial killer. But he came from the mainland. And that mess with the college kids at the old hunting cabin? Bears, we reckoned.
I don't think that, you're looking at this the right way here, Andy.
Jeez, it's all laid out like that. It does sound pretty bad, huh? This, right now, is definitely the worst we've ever had, though. This is the real storm of the century. If we push on through it, I am not looking forward to taking a shovel to the streets after. Oh, I knew everyone in Kingsmouth. A safe community isn't a spectator sport. I memorized that one. And Sheriff Bannerman preferred to have me walking the beat, you know, while she handled house calls. That suited me just fine. You know, our folks were a good bunch. They only cause a ruckus when they've had too much of the, you know what.
Oh, the you know, the what?
But recently I got talking to Sandy. That guy's pretty philosophical. You wouldn't know what to look at him. I mean, I don't personally have a problem with bikers. I'd like a motorcycle myself. Anywho, he made me really consider it, you know, whether you really ever knew a person. I told him how in second grade I met Anna Redmond behind the gym every day for 2 months. We would hold hands. I thought I knew her pretty good. She left town all of a sudden one day. Halloween. Jeez. Always Halloween.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You calm down there with that flying eel nonsense. I'm over here trying to have a conversation with our good old Deputy Andy over here, How rude. Go on, Andy. Tell me about the kittens.
Moose says it's best to talk things out. So, here I am, talking. Mom bought the kittens and Dad drowned them. That's the facts of it. I don't like speculating much, that's one step away from guessing, and the sheriff, she taught me never to guess. Mom's version was that Dad loved things too much. Got a bit crazy sometimes, hugged real hard. Didn't always want to let go. The morning he stuffed them in a bag and took them out to sea, he was full of too much feelings. Didn't know what to do with them. He took them down to Journey's End, out behind the bed and breakfast. It's where the journey ended.
Oh, so Andy here was following in the footsteps of his dad, who was also a police officer here.
Jeez, Dad always wore these masks, you know? For the longest time, you figure you know someone. Most of the time, really, we got no idea.
So wait, does that mean then, Andy, you were the person who was sexually assaulted by the rapist? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave you to this, Andy. Good luck.
Don't go forgetting us.
I'm not forgetting you. Just good luck. So there's the animal well that we can respawn at if we want to. There's a glowing thing over there we can take a look at. Hello there, zombies. I'm just gonna... Nope, failed. Whoop. Alright, let's take a look over here. We got a group of people around here. There's some lore. I like that. You guys gonna help me? Took you a little bit. Legend. Council of Venice. Our wisdom flows so sweet. Taste and see. Transmit. Initiate the assembly's signal. Receive. Initiate the lame behemoth syntax. Deadlock voting remains unbroken. Initiate the Armageddon proclamation. Sound and fury signifying nothing. The Technicolor spectrum. Witness. The Council of Venice. Alright. So we need to retrieve the camera from Secoil Gas Station. It's over this way here. A little bit of a ways away. It's okay. Make our way down there. Glowy thing. Another phone book. Same phone book. Follow the road this way here. Lots of zombies around, tearing into the flesh of former survivors, now no longer. People who survived the fog just kind of, I guess, fell to the zombies, really. Okay. Secoil Gas Station, let's see. We've arrived. Where's the camera? Whoop! All you guys go away. Where's the camera? I can't get inside the building. This way? Nope. What about on top of building? Oh, there are those birds they were talking about. Oh, is that it? That's it. Take that camera, thank you. Alright, retrieve camera from Kingsmouth Savings and Loan. There's the shore over there. Calm down. We'll try not to set off the alarm here. Alright, where Is it... Where is it? Are you the savings and loan? You're not the building. You must be the building. Completed a challenge. Huh. Ah, camera. There you are. Finally, retrieve camera from the mining museum. Ah, back here. So you're the mining museum. Got it. So far, combat seems pretty straightforward, but I'm sure that that will change as the game goes on. We don't really have to deal with running out of energy anytime soon. We discovered the Franklin Foundation Mining Museum. Now, if I can discover the damn camera. Blue Ridge, the Blue Ridge Mine. Oh? Interaction menu, Bloodmen. Oh! Just popped in out of nowhere. How you doing? What's up? Good day to you. Level 4, Harrison Bloodmen Ridley. What's that on the screen? On the map over there. It says dumpster diver. Yeah, over here. What's this guy? What does this mean? That's a big guy. How you doing? Alright, mount up. Lots of fighting. Fighting, please. All the fighting. Nice. Alright. Loot bag. So he was like a stronger monster. And we got Chaos Focus of Havoc. Which is something we don't use, so cool. Good to have though, I guess. Sure, why not? But our first, I guess that would kind of be like considered to be a champion class in like Star Wars maybe? I don't, is it up here? Up the ladder. Ladder. There's ravens. There's oh, flag's in the way. Take the camera. Hooray! Enter the mining museum basement. I don't want to do that. That sounds like a bad idea. Sounds like a very bad idea. Yeah, we'll do it anyway. Do you want to enter the mining museum basement? What does the game say? Why are we doing this? The camera at the mining museum was broken. A note left by a janitor indicates that replacements are in the museum basement. Go to the basement and pick up a working camera. Josiah, this is the one that needs changing. Have it done before I'm back from Bangor. New cameras are in the basement. Remember to fill out the repair form and file it with the museum admins. Got it. Okay. Cool story. Let's try it then. Ask the janitor about the cameras. You mean the guy with the tentacle face and the glowing hands? Ask him? Sure, no problem, game. I'll do that.
I think you should go away. You should go away now. You need to go away because I'm not feeling very stable right now.
I can see that. Oh man, how are we gonna... Alright, so... bypass booby traps. Then I gotta jump over this one. Jump. Okay, and you're over here. Which means I've got to go this way. There are cameras around. That's probably not a good thing. Nope, bamboozled myself. Son of a gun. You're smart, John. So smart. Alright, come around this way. I'm gonna try that again, and this time not be an idiot. There's a button here I have to press. Cool. Okay, you're over here. Got lights again? Oh, now we got searching cameras. I just be sneaky and double jump, maybe? Doesn't look like it. Can't be sneaky. Alright. Woo, that was close. Then what do I do? Made it this far, then I've got to... Okay, I think I got it. Watch myself. There we go. Figured it out. Hooray! Stupid traps. Don't fight me. Or fight me, I guess. Sure. Well, you're dead now. You just throw up as you died? That's disgusting. Ew, don't do that. Alright. Got ourselves our cameras here. Successfully completed a sabotage mission. Now we're making our way back outside here. Looks like we're in the clear. Didn't see any lore or anything like that around, so I think that we're good to go here. And next time on Secret World Legends, we will go ahead and put these cameras up, make sure that everything's okay with the sheriff, and then go ahead and take care of the mission for Andy. Seems like he could use some help. But that will be next time. Hey everybody, J2 John Jeremy here. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of new content as soon as it goes live. And for those that have done that and want to go the next step, check out our Patreon. Until next time, this is J2 John Jeremy signing off, saying so long and take care.